Hey, I'm back again. Like I never left. Okay, like I left. But let's see what is going on here. Ooh. All these glasses na shakara. So when I not just resemble the Chris person I resemble. But yeah. My lips is dry. So this is by, why is my camera not focusing? Focus on this, please. All of this. Okay, I've tried. It's by Victim Beauty. You guys, it's not sponsored at that, but my lips is dry as fuck, so I'm just gonna use this. I don't want to make this video. You guys will be like concentrating on my lips and be like, why is her lip so dry? So problem solved. We'll put up these glasses so we'll look bougie, and then we'll get right into it. Okay. Oh, I have to be comfortable, man. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know. See, I have lots of excuses to give, and anybody that's following my Instagram will probably understand this, but I've been busy as hell. Like, guys, I'm working on some stuff that I can't wait to come out so I can show you guys what has been going on behind the scene. Behind the scene. English. Behind the scene. So as most of you know, I work full-time, 8 hours a day, 8 hours, like going and coming from work and all of that. That's like, let's just say 10 hours in a day, right? And on weekends I make hair mostly, and I also make hair on some weekdays. So I'm like full. So, and whenever I have time, I just want to sleep and just forget my problems and forget the whole stress I put myself into, because nobody sent me. Okay, I did it to myself. Anyway guys, I'm back with one video. I don't know how. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to say I'm going to be frequent, or I'm going to follow up, or I'm going to be giving videos every 2 weeks or stuff. Now I understand. I think now I understand better why some people have influencing and YouTube as a full-time job, because one thing is to make the video, another thing is to edit. My god, you see that editing part? Let's leave it for another day. So back to the reason of this video. I'm here guys with a video, with this video, right? Because I didn't want it to expire, that's why I have to do it now. I'm going to be talking about my 5 years in Belgium. So on 10th of September, I became officially 5 years in Belgium. Like 5 years I stepped my foot into this country. I'm going to tell you 5 things I've learned along the line. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys 5 things I've learned and 5 things that helped me. And I'm going to list all the 5 things. I have them in the paper here as usual. I'm going to list all the 5 things. I'm going to talk about each of them briefly. Like, I want this video to be as short as possible, straight to the point. 5 things here. Number 1, your plans will change. Okay, so when you're moving to a new country, or whatever might have made you, especially when you're relocating to a new country, before you left where you were, if you're coming from Africa, another country in Europe, America, wherever, when you're moving, you already had your expectations, your plans, things you wanted for yourself, for your future, blah blah blah, shit like that. The truth is, your plans will change. Things will not be as you expect them to be. Probably maybe better or worse. For me, it wasn't just what I thought it was going to be. I didn't even know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So plans will change, number 1. Number 2, when your plans change, you have to calm down, learn and understand the country where you've moved to. Okay, so there's this thing of when you move to a country, you want to rush and figure out things and start living your life like nothing ever happened. No, you're going to have to, your plans are going to change. Certainly your plans will change. 2, you have to calm down and try and understand the system where you are, how things work. You have to let yourself digest whatever is going on in that country, so you can be able to follow up and know what your next plan is or what your next step is. So allow yourself, relax. Okay, don't feel pressure, don't stress, don't cry, don't fight. Just inhale, just allow yourself understand the system, and then you can start making plans. 3 is to rebuild. So your plans will change, You have to understand the system. Then you can rebuild. Then you can remake plans. Then you can repurpose your life. Then you can make new plans for what you want to happen, or what your plans are going to be, or blah blah blah. You have to rebuild after digesting, after inhaling, after understanding how things work in the country you are moving to, or you moved to. Then you have to rebuild. You have to replan. You have to sit again and dialogue with yourself that, okay, what are we going to do next? What can we do? What can be done here? Number 4, take your time. So when you're rebuilding, okay, I in this video I don't talk much about myself. I just want to talk about the facts, right? But I'm just going to explain this the simple way. When I mean take your time, so when you rebuild, you're going to rebuild, and for instance, you'll be like, okay, I'm in this country. Do I want to go back to school? If I go back to school, what course do I want to study? How long is it going to take me? What are the systems? Especially if you move to a country where there's a language, where they have a language they speak, and you don't speak the language. In your rebuilding process, you have to put that in context. Okay, if I have to learn the language, how long is it going to take me? You have to allow yourself. Don't feel like time is running. You have to allow yourself. Take your time to rebuild. Okay, you've already come up with a rebuilding plan. Your rebuilding plan can make it can take you 2-3 years, whatnot, but just make sure you do it accordingly. So at the end of all of this stages, when you come out at the other end of the situation, you come out stronger, you come out more fulfilled, you come out with much more purpose than you went into. I don't know if that makes any sense. Number 5 is don't lose sight of your goals. Okay, so when I say don't lose sight of your goals, I mean in the rebuilding process, in the taking your time process, in all of those stressful moments, don't lose sight of your goals. If your goals is to graduate, if your goals is to go to school, don't lose sight of it. There'll be a lot of falling downs. There'll be a lot of things that you didn't plan for, you didn't make space for in your rebuilding plan, that will come along, that will come to frustrate you. Probably you take the Netherlands class and you start the university and you're not passing your courses as you expected you will pass. Or probably when you're coming from Africa or wherever you're coming from, you used to be like one of the most brilliant students, and then you come here and the education system is different, and then you have to do with learning the language. So you're learning the language, you're learning the educational system, you're going to school, you're trying to work. These are all craziness that usually happen when people move to Europe. Okay, in all of this craziness, don't lose focus of what you want for yourself. So whenever you're down, whenever you're having issues, whenever things are not working out the way you want them to be, just be looking at that end goal. You see, that thing you want for yourself, if you want to graduate, if you want to get a good job, if you want to do your masters, that should be your sole focus. Just look at those things, just think of those things, and that will keep you afloat. Now, apart from these 5 things, I'm going to quickly give some side points that I've learned personally. And I'm going to say this. One, in Belgium, that here I am, when you come here, you're going to meet people that are going to tell you stuff that say, okay, this is the best thing for you, this is what you should do, this is what I think is best for you, blah blah blah. Whenever you get this information, don't sit on it. If someone says when you come, register in this place for work, or better still, someone says when you come you'll never find a job, or you can't go back to school, or you should probably just go and work in a factory, all those things, if that is not the plan for yourself, go and inquire. Okay, there are offices here in Belgium you can go to and get the real source. If someone gives you information, please go back to the source. And when I mean the source, I mean the legal source. Okay, the people that are certified to give you this information. People can only give you information based on what they know. From what I've realized in Belgium is in everybody's situation, different rules apply. That will be better. So in everybody's situation, different rules apply. So if you're someone and you're married, you have kids, you have 2 kids, you have 4 kids, different things actually apply to you. As someone living in Belgium, different benefits apply to you. So whenever someone gives you any information, please go back to the source, confirm your information. 2, if someone says, if people tell you, oh, don't go that way, if you go that way, you're going to fall into the hole, or if you go that way, there's a pit there, you're going to fall off or something, Please, my brother, my sister, go get to the point where the pit is, see the pit and turn back. Okay, then you know, okay, I went and there was a pit. Don't just rely on information given to you by people. Go and find out for yourself. Don't sit at home, don't relax, don't how do you put it, don't relax without getting to the source of the information, without getting the right information. Okay. And this is something else I'll quickly say that I've learned from, or I've realized from people here. When you move to Belgium, or you move to Europe, or you move to another country, most people move to a different country and feel like, oh, after a couple years I'll go back to my country, or better still, I just want to make some money here and continue my life, or build a house in my country, or blah blah blah, and all of that. And I've had a lot of people say that. I've known a lot of people that have said that, and they still remain here after 20, after 30, after 40 years. They are still here in Europe. What am I trying to say? When you move here, this becomes your primary home. It depends, especially if you relocate. When you relocate to Europe or wherever, it becomes your home at that moment. So when it becomes your home, you have to learn and make plans for the home you are at that time. Okay, I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible, because if you don't think of this place as your home, what do? You make plans in the other place, in wherever you're coming from, as your home, and then you don't build where you are. Okay, this is what happens most times when you move somewhere and you don't think of it as your home. You don't allow yourself relax. You don't make plans for this place where you are right now as your home. You're never going to enjoy living there, because you're not going to make plans. You're not going to probably buy a house. You're not going to buy a car. You're not going to look for a good job, because you're going to feel, oh, I'm just going to take a factory job or a cleaning job or whatever kind of job for maybe 5 years. When I make money, I'll run back to my country and go build a house, or blah blah blah. And I'm not joking. A lot of people make those kind of plans, but the truth is, when you start working here, 5 years is nothing. You know why? You make money, no problem, but you pay bills. So in the end, you're not able to save enough to go and do those big mansions and all those stuff you think you're going to do in your home. But while you're here and you're making this money and you're making plans according to what works here, you're making plans for your kids, you're making plans for your future, here as your home, you're not going to lose in any way. Why? Because all those plans you're making, all those things you're doing in order to make the life better for you while you're here, is going to benefit you in the end, in the long run. If at all in the end you decide that, okay, I want to move back, if in the end you decide I want to move back to Africa, guess what? If you've bought a property here, or you've bought a car, or you've bought whatever here, especially a property, let me emphasize on that. If you bought a property here, in the end, if you sell it off and pay off some other pay off maybe the remaining loan, mortgage from your bank or whatever, you will still have some change that you can take along with you to Africa to build the mansion, or to do whatever you want to do in Africa. But at that time, you have actually enjoyed living your life here. You've enjoyed yourself, you've done something for yourself. I'm saying this, most people that have made such plans, they have not gotten those mansions. They are still here 20-30 years after. So what do you want to leave for your kids? What do you want to leave for your future? What do you even want to leave for yourself? Okay, do you know what it means to live here probably after 20-25 years, and you have a property and you're done paying off your mortgage, and then you start living without having to pay those bills? You know what it means to be here after 25 years and you don't have to pay your rent, and you don't have to pay all those bills. See, when people earn money here, the money that takes the most, like once you get your salary, what takes the huge sum of amount out of your salary is your rent. So imagine you getting a mortgage and you're paying even less than you would pay normally for that space as a rent, and then you're done paying in 20 years, depending on how your plan is, and then you have to live the rest of your life here, without having to pay your rent. That is a huge relief. Okay, so when you're moving, put that at the back of your mind, that especially if you're relocating, that this is going to be your home, your primary home for that moment. So make it your home, relax, chill, make long-term plans that will make you adjust to the system. Make long-term plans that will make you enjoy the system in the long run. You don't want to be here and be suffering the whole time. You want to enjoy your life. You want to make plans for yourself. So live your life and enjoy yourself. Okay, that is the little I know. Okay, like I said, in any video I make, anything I say, please go and recheck, go and research, go and make sure
what I'm saying actually works for you. All I'm saying is what has worked for me and what I have learned along the line. Now for those that say I talk fast, I can't help myself. If I'm talking, it's like there's fire in my mouth, according to my mom, so I always talk fast. I'm gonna try and talk as slow as I can, maybe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my video till this point. In case you're wondering what is going on here, I'm just trying to disguise my way for you guys small, so you know I look a bit, you know, smart and sophisticated. Okay, maybe not, so I just look a bit, I look good a bit, because what is under the eyes is not for human eyes, man. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Love you guys. Thank you for your support. Please follow me on Instagram, guys. I'm going to be bringing some mad stuff on Instagram. I'm not even going to lie, like, I'm not lying. I'm bringing some crazy stuff on Instagram very soon. These things I'm bringing, I've finished my money, they finished me literally, but I'm bringing something amazing to you guys. So you guys stay tuned on my YouTube, stay tuned on my Instagram, most especially. Love you guys. Bye.